your mini twist sis, mini twist guru, mini twist gal. Whatever you want to do, if it includes mini twists, it's for me, all right? I was able to reuse the QVR Afro Kinky bulk hair, and at first I was very nervous, but y'all, I know you see the material. I know you see the material. Today, I'm just gonna walk y'all through the steps that I took to reinstall the QVR hair. Unfortunately, I think I say this in another part of the video, but I did not record how I washed the hair. I do have a removal process back when I removed it back in October, but that's just like a short video, so go check my short section. But for right now, today we're just gonna talk about separating some things that I noticed and learned throughout the process, and then overall my thoughts on reusing the hair. So pretty much what I did was I just tied a scrunchie around the end of the loose hair, and then I filled up the bathtub with water, let this soak in some shampoo for about 30 minutes, and then I did not use any conditioner. I pretty much just used shampoo and then rinsed off the shampoo. The hair is still pretty soft. I'm just hoping that this is enough hair to reinstall back into my head. Fingers crossed, because I am going to be doing it as small as I did initially. So we're going to do this together and experiment. So let's see how this goes. For one, we all know that this hair is pricey, okay? It is not something you just go to the beauty supply store and pick up on a random day. You might need to prepare for it, and that's okay. So the reason why it's pricey is because it's reusable. The fact that this hair is still soft, it's still shiny, it's still lightweight, it's not crusty in any way is the reason why it costs so much, honestly. With the synthetic hair, I'm going to do another video on like the different types of hair that you can use for mini twists, just based on your budget, or if you just want to try it out. The first time I tried out mini twists just to see if it would even go with me was with synthetic hair. So definitely try it out before you make an investment in this hair. But this hair is an investment because you can reuse it. I am going to see if I can reuse it another time when I remove this. The only cons about reusing it is the removal process, because you can't just cut up to like where your hair ends. You need to literally either unravel, or if it's knotted, because the Afro Kinky hair kind of becomes one with your hair after a certain point, you'll need to detangle it with conditioner, water, and all that good stuff. So it does take some time, but I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. Before we jump in, I just want to say that I'm a very patient person, okay? And that could be a blessing and a curse, because sometimes I give people too many chances. However, when it comes to my hair, I think it's a blessing, because this could easily run me a lot of money. On top of buying the hair, the fact that I'm able to do it myself, and I thank God for that skill, the fact that I'm able to do it myself saves me money. I have not paid for my hair in almost, outside of getting professional trims, but like getting a protective style, I have not paid for a protective style in almost a year. Because last year I was like, you know what, I'm just paying way too much for these braids. So I just kind of think about the most cost efficient way to get styles that I like. I can't really do knotless braids well on myself, so I opted for mini twists, and I fell in love. This is just gonna be my style. All right, we're getting off track. So one thing I loved about reusing compared to the first install was the fact that it saved me so much time on separating. I already told y'all that first install, the amount of time you spend separating the Afro Kinky bulk hair to make sure you don't lose hair, it's a lot. Honestly, it can be a bit frustrating if you're not patient. I had to take some pauses and take deep breaths, because I was like, you're gonna lose out on hair if you keep rushing through this. So sometimes you just need to pause. But during this install, because the hair was already pre-separated, I just easily separated and put it on my rack. Easily just put it on my rack. It didn't take me long. I wasn't stressed out. All I had to do was worry about the parting. Let's talk about parting your hair. One pro tip with parting, I don't pre-part my entire head. I only pre-part 1, 2, 3, 4 sections. I always say I'm gonna do a committed video to parting, and I forget each time. I need to add that to my content list for the next time, I promise. But the one part that I did get on camera was showing y'all how to make sure you try to get a straight-ish line. Not all my lines are straight, okay? Some of them, I was looking at some footage, so one of my lines was going like this, but that's okay, because for the most part, the front is looking crisp. The front is looking crisp. Who's looking back there? No one. And if you are, you're too close to me. When it comes to parting in the back, one pro tip is to move your head, not the comb. So when you first start, you just want to move your head in the direction that you want the comb to go in, and the comb will easily glide there. Then you just separate. I'm gonna try to show it here. Then you just separate, and then you do that again. You just move your head as far as it can go. There are some moments where you do need to move the comb just a little bit, but try to focus mainly on moving your head, because that will give you a bit of a straighter line. Then when you get that straight line, parting the small portions is fairly easy. This time around, I did this a little bit smaller. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why. I was just feeling froggy because I was so happy to have them back. Honestly. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on each side of the middle part. So 10 on each side of the middle part. And then in the back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the first row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in the second row. Okay? I will put all the specific numbers of how many I have on each side in the description box below. But again, you need to remember that it's dependent upon the size of your head, the density of your hair, and a couple of other factors. I have learned what is best for me and my hair and my head size, my head shape. So you want to play around, because sometimes if you have a smaller head and you have 10 rows in the front, it could look moppy. Okay, so I have just practiced that, and yeah, I either do 8, 9, or 10 when it comes to mini twists.